video is just dedicated to SSI beneficiaries. There's about 7.5 million SSI beneficiaries out there, and obviously you know who you are, but I've been getting a bunch of dedicated SSI questions lately down below, and I want to focus on that for you here in this dedicated video. We're going to be jumping around to many different topics. It's all revolving around SSI here, but again, coming in, just focusing on SSI and following up to all those different questions I've been receiving over the last several days, weeks, and realistically the last few months here. Just a lot of questions coming in specifically on SSI. So want to jump on this quick live stream here, talk through all the details, let you know where we're at with all these different aspects of this. And again, like I said just a minute ago, it's going to feel like we're jumping all over the place. Like, what? Like, we're all over the place talking about all these different topics. You're right, because there's so many questions coming in, and I just want to jump on this live stream here for you and let you know where we're currently at with all this and just answer that, okay? There's a lot of different things that are going on, and as you recognize, it's honestly been pretty chaotic. It's also been very, very confusing. A lot of very worried people out there that I see down below in the comment section. Honestly, I don't blame you at all, right? There's a lot of things that are happening. It's a very busy, a very weird, it's a very uncertain time. And just a lot of people are very concerned, like, what's going to happen to us, our benefits, our money? Is it still going to be there? Things like that, okay? Now, first off, let's buzz through some of the details here. Some is good, some is like just, whatever, different changes, things like that. But again, I got a whole major list here just focused on SSI. All right, so first off, if you do receive other benefits administered by Social Security, like SSDI, retirement, survivors, spousal, anything else like that, again, I have a lot of dedicated videos here on the channel for you. But again, I just want to focus on SSI here in this one, just because of all the questions. All right, anyway, SSI, Supplemental Security Income, yes, administered by Social Security, you know all the details like that. Okay, so first off, let's run through some of the easy, just fast answers for you right here, and then we'll get into some of those that require more of an explanation, but we can just kind of go through some of these super easy, fast ones and kind of get those out of the way, and then we'll run through some of the details as far as like, hey, some of these other ones that I want to get into and spend a little bit more time talking about in a whole lot more detail. Okay, so first off, one of the main questions that I get all the time is, what about the marriage penalty? Have they removed it? They have not done anything with the marriage penalty yet, okay? So that's one of those. Unfortunately, we're still stuck with it. It's still there for now. It's probably not going away anytime soon. I have not seen anything mentioned about it probably in about a year, give or take a little bit. I have not seen anything talked about that. I would not anticipate the marriage penalty is going away anytime soon. Just being fair with you, okay? That's what I would anticipate. We will see. I'll certainly keep you posted on that. Okay, next. I've had some people reaching out saying, hey, I heard that we're getting a raise to SSI. Yes, okay, this is kind of a two-part thing. Yes, obviously you will be getting the 2.8% COLA. If other people are all coming out talking about like some other type of raise to benefits, let's talk about that here as well. But yes, SSI also gets the 2.8% COLA. You know that. Again, I'm running through some of the easy ones right here first, and then we'll get into some of the other ones. Now, another part of this as well is other people reaching out wondering about this $200 per month raise. Okay, so let's talk about that for a second. This one's going to take a little bit more explanation, but let's talk about it for a second here, since we're talking about a potential raise to benefits. Okay, so maybe like, I don't know, a week or so ago, I was out in a separate video talking about how lawmakers have come back and reintroduced the Emergency Social Security Inflation Relief Act. Now, this is one that they introduced earlier this year because of the implementation of the tariffs and the prices, the price increases and the adjustments because of the tariffs and honestly just high inflation, adjusting prices higher, everything like that. These lawmakers have come out and they introduced this a while ago, earlier this year, but they came back about, 3 weeks ago or so, give or take a little bit here. They came out 3 weeks ago, again, just give or take a few days, but they were out a few weeks ago, and they reintroduced the Emergency Social Security Inflation Relief Act. That would issue a $200 per month raise to benefits temporarily for 6 months. Okay, that's what that's all about. I've had a number of people saying, hey, would SSI also be included on this? According to what they have written on this, yes, all Social Security beneficiaries would be included in the event that they actually pass it in the first place. Now, that's the major caveat that I want to point out, which is if they pass it in the first place, right? I'm going to be fair with you. Right now, it's not passed. They introduced it. It's a formal proposal. Again, Emergency Social Security Inflation Relief Act. Feel free to look it up if you'd like to. But what they want to do is just offer that $200 per month raise as a temporary increase to benefits. And again, SSI would be included on that, okay? If they do it. Okay, I want to make that very, very clear. They have not passed that yet. But people on SSI wondering, would we also get this? You would, but again, they have to pass it first. We will see what happens here. The objective would be is to have this whole thing passed by the end of the year. Be fair, as I hosted this live stream right here, there's only like, I don't know how many weeks left, 5.5 weeks or so, something like that, of the year. So obviously we are running out of time, and lawmakers are going to be gone for a lot of that time as well because of the holiday breaks and vacations that they get. Let's see what happens here, but that's another big one that I do get. People wondering, like what's going on here, okay? Next, I want to point this one out. I've seen this one out there in the headlines as well. It'll be something along the lines of rare bonus payment for SSI coming in December. It's not rare, nothing rare about it. Let's talk about this. And again, this is another one of those quick ones, but I want to talk about this quickly. You all know this, but let's talk about it because this happens every single year. You generally get paid twice in December because of January 1st being a holiday. You get your payment not on January 1st, you get it the day before. So yeah, in general, provided the 1st of December does not land on a weekend, which this year it does not, it's a Monday. Because of that, you get 2 checks in the month of December. It's not a bonus, it's not an extra, it's just your regular benefit that comes one day earlier because of the new year, okay? Again, that's a quick one, just want to point that out. I've seen it in the headlines. To be fair, I haven't really seen a whole lot of people down below, but I wouldn't be shocked here over the coming days and weeks if people start reaching out saying, hey, I heard we're getting double bonus, stuff like that. What is this? That's what that is. And again, I know you know that. Just want to clarify that really quickly. Now, here's another really big one that I get all the time, okay? Especially as of recently. In fact, it was 2 weeks ago today. 2 weeks ago today, practically like almost to the hour, when the president wrote about the $2,000 dividend, otherwise known as stimulus check. Okay, we've talked about that extensively over the last 2 weeks here since the president floated that idea where he wrote a dividend of at least $2,000 a person, not including high-income people, will be paid to everyone. Okay, he said that. We've talked about it. I've shown you the screenshots as far as what he wrote on that. But again, a number of people on SSI, and again, to be fair, a lot of people on other benefits as well. Social Security, SSDI, SSI, people with disabilities, seniors. Again, fill in the blank with whatever type of benefit. It doesn't really matter. But a lot of people reaching out wondering, hey, are we going to be included on this one as well? Okay. Now, I think we all recognize this. As of right now, not passed yet, but in the event that that were to be happening, okay, a lot of people get so caught up with some of this different language that's being used around this, like, oh, just for working families. Not a chance. That's not what that's for. Or other people saying, oh, it's for those people that have an income under $100,000. Again, income is income. Doesn't matter. You have an income as an SSI beneficiary. You receive your income from Social Security. So therefore, you do have an income, even though a lot of people say, oh, this is just for high-income people or people that are out there working. No, has nothing to do with that whatsoever. Does not matter, okay? You receive SSI from Social Security. That is income. Income is income. Money coming to you is income. It doesn't matter what it's from, provided it's legit and provided it is actually recorded, or basically money that's being reported. Yeah, reported is the word I'm looking for. Okay. So that's that. Anyway, bunch of people reaching out as well asking, hey, would we also be included on this? I don't know. I see a lot this time around. I don't know why it is this time around. Nothing is different this time around. Not sure why there's so much extra confusion around this, but a lot of people are just very, very worried. Like, hey, would we actually be included for this? And again, this is not specific just to SSI, but I wanted to make this, throw it into the mix here of all these different things around SSI, which would be, would you be included in the event of a passage on this? The answer to that right now is yeah, definitely. There's no reason that you would not be included. Now, the only thing that I want to preface that by saying is that we still don't have an official proposal on this. We have some general language out of the president. We have some mismatched information that came out from the Treasury Secretary, the Press Secretary, the President, the Economic Advisor, all kinds of people, lawmakers, senators, representatives, all kinds of people that have been coming out talking about many different aspects of this potential $2,000 payment. So a lot of people asking questions on this, and we continue to get mixed answers. The problem with that is that they don't have a solid written plan. That's why we're getting so many different answers on this and the runaround around this whole $2,000 payment. But at the end of the day, remember, it's only about income. Income determines somebody's eligibility for this. That's all it's about, okay? Anyway, I've had a bunch of people asking about that as far as where we currently at, what other details we need to know about that, okay? Now, another one that I've also received as well, and this is just an ongoing thing that I've been asked. It's not like one of those that comes in every single day, but it is one of those that comes in pretty consistently over long periods of time, which is, what about the SSI Restoration Act? Has that one been passed? Now, I'm going to be fair. When it comes down to the SSI Restoration Act, of all the pieces of legislation out there focused on SSI, I would say the SSI Restoration Act is possibly the best piece of legislation that is out there to reform SSI in a major way. This is a good one. It does a lot of different things for SSI beneficiaries. Probably the biggest one would be the increase to the federal poverty line. That would be incredible. In fact, let me give you some exact numbers right here, right now. Now, if you're watching the replay on this, I'm filming this video basically at the end of 2025, okay? What is the date? I don't know. Late in November 2025, whatever the date is today. But anyway, so there's only like 5 weeks left of the year, so as I host this live stream right now. But let me give you some exact numbers just to really illustrate how incredibly important that one adjustment would be just to SSI beneficiaries, and why so many people are pounding the table on passing the SSI Restoration Act, which would honestly be really nice and help out a lot of people. But remember, the SSI program was formed as an anti-poverty program about 53 years ago or so, in the early 70s, anti-poverty program. However, it has turned into a guaranteed poverty program. And here's why I say that. The federal poverty line right now for an individual is $15,650. The maximum benefit, let me break that down again. $15,650 for an individual. That divides out to $1,304 per month. Okay, the maximum benefit for an individual right now is $967, a discrepancy of $337 a month, or just under 35% of how much below the federal poverty line it is. SSI benefits for an individual. Obviously, it's a little bit different for married couples. It's about 21% below the federal poverty line for married couples, but nonetheless, it's a massive discrepancy between the federal poverty line, which is what this program is supposed to be doing, and where the benefit currently is. Okay, so with that being said, this is why the SSI Restoration Act is possibly one of the most important and pivotal pieces of legislation that is out there around SSI. Okay, it would increase benefits substantially if passed, and probably why lawmakers are so reluctant to do it, because honestly, it would cost I don't know, 10, 20, 30 billion dollars more a year on this program. I'm honestly not even sure how much more it would cost. I'd have to run the exact numbers on that. But it would cost, substantially more if every single beneficiary is below what they're supposed to be getting by, say, $337 a month. That adds up a lot. I mean, 337 times, say, 7 million. What is that? Is that $21 billion more a year? I could be off by that, but I think that's about, just call it $25 billion more a year. It's a lot of extra money, right? To the beneficiaries, that'd be extremely helpful. To the eyes of the federal government, $21 billion is like nothing. I mean, that's practically chump change to them, right? That's nothing. They could easily find that money and do that. But anyway, long story short, within the SSI Restoration Act, that's one of the biggest provisions within it, is to raise benefits up to the federal poverty line. That'd be amazing, as you heard the example that I just shared with you right there. Next, it also would repeal the marriage penalty, which we talked about earlier on in this live stream. That'd be amazing for beneficiaries as well. And not only that, it would raise the asset or cash equivalents up to $10,000 from $2,000 for an individual, and up to $20,000 for a married couple from $3,000, which is what it is right now. And by the way, for 2026, no, it is not going up, but just want to keep that, so you're aware of that. Now, I totally recognize just as much as you do, as an SSI beneficiary, when was the last time you had $2,000 as an individual? By the way, don't tell me this. I'm just having you think about this. Again, it's not my business as far as money you have saved and stuff like that. I'm not asking for you to answer in the comment section or the chat. Please don't do that. But rather just to think about. As an SSI beneficiary, is it actually realistic to have $2,000 saved as an individual or $3,000 as a married couple? When was the last time you had that much money set aside? Probably never, right? Simply because when you get your $967 monthly benefit or your $1,450 monthly benefit as a married couple, how much money is left at the end of the month? negative probably a couple $100. Yeah, exactly. Probably nothing is left at the end of the month because, like, who can live on that, right? Exactly. I see your comments down below all the time on this. So anyway, those are some of the major topics that I have been getting questions about. I just want to talk about it here in the slide stream. Again, kind of a mixed bag when it comes down to all of these different questions and answers and scenarios. Some good, as in, yeah, if lawmakers just get off their duff and do something regarding SSI or, the money distributions and stuff like that, certainly SSI absolutely included on all of this. But other things like, the SSI Restoration Act, in its entirety, no, has not been passed, but there are different pieces out there which would be extremely helpful within that have been introduced in their own standalone bills. That'd be very, very nice as well. And also the distribution of any type of money like a stimulus or something like that. And again, we've talked about that extensively before as well. I want you to know where we're sitting with all that. So anyway, these are some of the major questions. And again, because this is kind of just random all over the place, I wanted to jump on this live stream with you and just kind of explain everything in great detail right here for you. Obviously, I can come back in a video if you want me to and explain all this again, or, if you have anything specifically you want me to focus on, drop it down below in the comment section. But these are just some of the major ones that are out there. When it comes down to SSI, as far as where we're at right now, for the most part, no major reform on this program yet, okay? Now, another question that I have received, not many times as well, but every so often I do get this question. Let me point it out super fast, which is this. Hey, we've heard that Social Security is going to undergo these major cuts to benefits in roughly, say, 6 to 6.5 years, give or take a little bit. It's honestly not that far away. By the time we hit this potential insolvency situation within Social Security, well, they need to cut benefits anywhere between about 19 and 24% as of the statistics and the math right now. I'm going to tell you this much. The closer that we get to that insolvency date, if lawmakers don't do anything, that number is going to be extremely higher. It's not going to be 19 to 24%. It's going to be probably like 30% or more by the time that we actually get there because of the major discrepancies with the program. Anyway, we've talked about that before, but other people reaching out asking, hey, would SSI benefits also be cut, slashed in the event of a Social Security insolvency? Simple answer to that is no, actually wouldn't. SSI would not be impacted whatsoever from any type of insolvency issue within Social Security. Huh? But why, right? But why would that be? SSI is paid by Social Security, right? Yep, it sure is. It's administered by Social Security. But SSI benefits and the money within SSI does not come out of the trust fund. That's where the problem lies within this whole insolvency issue. The insolvency issue means $2.7 trillion-ish of money that is sitting within the trust fund for the Old Age and Survivors Trust Fund. That money will be depleted, as in what I mean is gone. $2.7 trillion gone in the next 6.5 years, roughly, is going to be completely gone, paid out to beneficiaries. Now, why wouldn't SSI be included on that? Because SSI is not paid out of the trust fund. It's paid out of general federal funds, which is just administered by the Social Security Administration. So SSI technically is not Social Security, which I think you know that by now, but I'm just making a point here. It's technically not Social Security, but it is administered by the Social Security Administration. So that's why it's not impacted by a potential insolvency issue within the Social Security Administration. If the trust fund runs out of money, SSI, your benefits are fine. They're not going to be cut in that instance, okay? Now, could we see other things come in and change SSI between now and then? Obviously, we could. We don't know. I'm just saying, in the event of an insolvency issue, we would not see a cut to benefits, just like retirement, survivors, spousal, and disability benefits, as in SSDI, if they combine the two trust funds, which is a whole other issue in and of itself. We can talk about that in a separate video. Anyway, does this kind of answer some of the questions for you? And again, as always, drop your comments, your questions, your feedback down below. I wanted to jump on this live stream for you because it's so many random things here, and I just want to spend a little bit of time with you and point all of them out for you. Anyway, as always, if I miss something, drop a comment down below. Let me know. I can come back in another dedicated video, or I can jump on another live stream and talk about this further if you want. Whatever you need, let me know. I'm here for you in any way that I possibly can be. But this is where we're at as of right now, okay? Anyway, I hope this helps you. Again, if you're new, please consider subscribing. If you have not done so, please consider subscribing. 100% free, big subscribe button down below. But between now and the end of the year, we're going to have a whole lot more going on. We're already starting to see some major things that are being announced and different plans and proposals and ideas and concepts. A lot of things. It's going to be busy. Okay, so if you thought this year was wild and chaotic, I think honestly, the next 12 months are going to be even more chaotic and even more wild. That's just my prediction as of right now, based on some of the different things that we have coming up at the end of next year and throughout next year. There's going to be a whole lot more things coming on, and it's going to get wild. Anyway, I hope this answers it for you. Again, as always, please drop your comments, your questions, your feedback down below. Let me know what else I can do for you. Again, just want to do what I can to answer your questions. As I've always said, anytime that I see common questions coming up time and time again down below in the comment section, generally the same questions, I will do what I can to make dedicated videos. And this was just a mixture of all kinds of questions that I've received multiple times down below over the last several days, weeks, and realistically the last several months. Wanted to come on this live stream for you and break it all down. Anyway, hope you're having a nice day. Please stay tuned. It's going to be wild out there. I'll continue to be here for you right by your side as information is hitting the wire. I'll break it down in live streams, in dedicated videos, whatever you need from me. Please keep those comments rolling in. Let me know what else I can do to better serve you. I'm here to help you. I'm here to represent you. I'm here to advocate for you. And I'm here to be by your side to give you information and to distill this down into concepts and just translate it in ways that actually make sense with everything that's going on right now. It's a busy, busy time. All right, anyway, please subscribe if you're new here. Share the video, big share button down below. And let me know what else I can do for you. Oh, one quick side note as well. I'm hosting this live stream right here, right now, on Sunday morning right now, okay? It's still Medicare Annual Enrollment. 2 more weeks. In 2 weeks from today, it's over. Done. Okay, if you're on Medicare, do yourself a huge favor. Sunday is the best day to call them. Today is Sunday as I host this live stream. Call them today. Chapter. Usually I have a picture or a thingy on the screen right here. What am I calling it? A banner on the screen right here. It's obviously not there right now. In live streams, it's usually right there. It's obviously not there right now. Down below in the chat box, there should be the phone number there. Otherwise, I'll put it down at the top of the comment section. I'll put it there for you. Or down below in the description, it'll be there. And just give them a call today. You can get through very quickly on Sundays. Like nobody calls on Sundays. So there's like virtually no wait time on Sundays. Monday through Friday, they're backed up like practically all day. It is very difficult to get through. But on Sundays, you can practically call and get through to them pretty much immediately. Like if you call them right now, somebody should pick up your call like immediately because there's like nobody calling right now. By the way, I've shown this before. This is actually from a couple weeks ago. But this is the document that I have compiled for all the people that are reaching out after they call them and tell me how much they save on a monthly or annualized basis. I'm adding their names here. These 2 pages have collectively about $100,000 of savings just from people in the last, call it, month and a half or so, 5-6 weeks or so, that have called and reached out down below and said how much they're saving. So this page and this page, right there, those 2 pages have collectively about $100,000 of savings just after making a fast and free phone call to Chapter. Anyway, absolutely incredible. It's so nice to see so many of you in this community saving money. So if you're on Medicare, call Chapter today. Phone number will be down below. Just because today, honestly, being Sunday, there's like no wait at all. You can talk to somebody super fast. All right, anyway, if you're just jumping on right here, right now, I'd say just scroll back, watch the live stream up until the last, 4 or 5 minutes or so. You don't have to watch all that. But anyway, I talked about a variety of topics here in this live stream, answering some of the major common questions that I've seen showing up down below on many different topics, all focused around SSI. Anyway, hope this helps you. Please have a nice Sunday. I'll catch you again later. Who knows what's going to happen? Remember, 2 weeks ago today, the president announced the $2,000 stimulus check. Who knows? Maybe he's typing something right now as we speak. Maybe. I don't know. I guess I'm going to get back to him and see what he's written today, right? Let's see what they're talking about today. Anyway, stand by. I'll keep you posted as information comes across the wire. I'll be here for you and break it all down in these videos. All right, anyway, please have a nice day, and I'll catch you again a little bit later. If you're still on here right now, you may want to click off because I'm going to plug the mic, and when I do, my phone's going to start talking. All right, anyway, please have a nice day. I hope this helps you, and I will see you again very soon in the next live stream. All right, we'll see you later. I do this every time.